Hello, my Bujo babes. Is it okay if I call you that? I'm gonna call y'all that. So today, of course, is my October plan with me. I'm gonna be setting up my monthly spreads, and I am super excited to share this with you all because I've been holding on to this for a couple months, and it's finally like done. Before we get into that, let me introduce myself really quick for all my new people here. My name is Crystal, and Bujo Beauty stands for my love of beauty and bullet journaling. So if that's your kind of vibe, or if you just want to hang out with me, I would love for you to subscribe. And with that said, let's get to the plan with me. So this month's theme is inspired by my 3 favorite Halloween movies. Put your guesses in the comments and I will let you know what they are at the end of this spread. I'm not really a Halloween spooky season horror kind of girl, so when I think Halloween, these movies are literally my first thought, and I've actually known since August 1st that I wanted to go this direction with my theme, so I'm just really excited to finally be sharing this with you all. So for my quote page, I chose "You are magic, own that shit." And I really like this quote because it has a take charge kind of vibe and reminds me that I'm the only thing that's standing in my way. And I feel like Grandma Cromwell said it best. Magic is very simple, dear. You just have to want something and then let yourself have it. She said it more like, you just have to want something and then let yourself have it, because they were on a broom and flying at the time, but that's neither here nor there. I did rewatch all the movies for some inspo, and so when I saw that part, I was like, yo, facts. Like, I really need to stop getting in my own way, and I feel like this quote was giving me those kind of vibes. My camera stopped recording and I didn't notice, so I'm missing a little bit of clips. But this month I also decided to use colored pencils. I wanted a little bit more control of the color impact, I guess. And I just wanted to switch things up a bit. So for the jack-o'-lantern, I didn't want it to be just orange. So I did a light base of brown and then orange on top and then another light layer of brown. And I'm not really sure if it did too much, but I just wanted to mention that because it was a lot of work and I want to get my credit. So that's pretty much it for these 2 pages. And we have the Halloween Town Jack-o'-lantern, the Twitches symbol, and Binks from Hocus Pocus sitting on the moon. So let me know if you got those 3 movies right. I would love to know. Moving on to my calendar, I did my normal layout, and in the top corner I have Book. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. And I also put like the most iconic line to me because I'm just a musical person and I really love this scene. But when Winifred was singing, like I just love that part when she's like, if you don't believe, you better get superstitious. Like it's like one of my favorite parts. So I added that in too, and I actually wanted to put that as my quote for the quote page and have Binks like sitting on top of the little frame that I was gonna make for it, but I wanted to incorporate everything and I couldn't figure out how to do that, so yeah. I also added my growth tracker because it's just been fun to look back on, and I added some bats to this spread off camera, so you will see that in the flip through. For the book, I used a metallic silver shade for the snakes and the outer clip. I'm not really sure what it's called. And then I used a brown for the rest. And then I just filled out the rest of the calendar with the headers and the numbers. For my brain dump, I drew Merlin's talisman that Marnie used to defeat Calabar in the first movie. And when I was rewatching these movies for inspo, I really could not stop thinking about all the questionable choices that some of these characters were making. And I kind of want to do a reaction video, like reacting to my childhood movies or something. Let me know if that's something that you all will be interested in. But to finish this off, I added a little border. I colored in the talisman with this metallic silver kind of color, and I went over that with some brown just so that it wouldn't be so silver. And I forgot to color in the orb, but I did that off camera. And I also added a spider web where I put brain dump and some spiders hanging from the top, which you will also see in the flip through. So now we're on to my goals and budget tracker. For my goals page, I saw this set up on Pinterest, and I just really love that it has sections for an action plan and accountability. I really struggle with setting goals and not achieving them. And even though my journal is helping me with organization, I'm trying to get a little bit more out of it in terms of productivity and goal planning and just general life things. So the boxes on top is where I'm going to write out my goals, and there's a little section at the bottom for a due date. The section on the left is for the action plan, and I will write the top 5 things that I need to do to accomplish the goal. And the section on the right is for accountability, and each week I will be checking in with myself to see how far along I am. And then I just added Binks interacting with the boxes for good measure, and because I thought it was super cute. For my budget tracker, I've been using the same setup since I came up with it when I first started journaling in 2018. I cannot believe it's already been 2 years. It's 2 years September, so crazy. But I've been doing quite a bit of shopping lately and taking full advantage of Afterpay and Klarna. So I need to keep track of those and start budgeting for my YouTube expenses. So the top left section is for my monthly bills, and I left this open because I'm not sure how many lines I'm gonna need since I haven't done this spread in a cool minute. The section underneath is for other miscellaneous expenses. So I'll usually put weekly expenses like groceries, gas, and dog food. I'm not really getting gas weekly at the moment, but that's what I would usually put. And the section on the side is for my paycheck breakdown, and I'm just gonna write out the amount that I get and where everything should be allocated. So like how much I'm going to put into my savings, how much I'm going to put towards my bills for the next month, etc. And now we are on to the last 2 spreads. I decided not to do a mood tracker this month because I just really wasn't feeling it, and I always stop filling them out right around the 17th. I know that's like randomly specific, but it's usually around that time. But anywho, for my habit tracker, I went with the same calendar layout that I always use. This one just works for me, and I don't think that I'm going to be changing it anytime soon. In the top left corner, I put the Twitches symbol, and at the bottom, I have some little silhouettes of Binks, just doing Binks kind of things, which I thought were so cute. I think that this is like my favorite spread. It probably has something to do with the purple and the blue. I don't know. I just really like this one. And I'm excited that it's my habit tracker because then I'm going to be more inclined to actually go to it every day because I do forget to fill it out sometimes. And since we're on that topic, I also decided to do weekly tracking of my habits this month because I definitely use my weekly spreads more. So if I fall off on my monthly, I'll still have my weekly section and then I'm able to backtrack using that. But I'll also still have my monthly so I can have the whole month at a glance. And since I didn't do a mood tracker this month, I decided to try Inktober again this year. I failed miserably last year. I think I did 1 whole day. So I made 30 boxes and they are 6 dots by 6 dots. And the bottom section I'll use to write notes or something about how I feel at the end of the month or like how my drawing has improved. I'm not really sure, but I have that section, so I'll do something with it. And then I added the talisman in the corner just so that I could have representation of all 3 movies in this spread. So here's the final flip through. I did do my first weekly spread, but I didn't really like how it turned out. So follow me on Instagram so you can see how my future weeklies come out, and let me know what you think of this month's theme. Alright, so that is it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss my future uploads. If this is your first time, go watch some of my past uploads, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye! You're still here? Watch another video.